Hey Team Clayton, how are you all today? Thank you so much for coming. For those of you who don't remember me, I'm Amy Taylor with NOI. I'm the branch manager here. We're very excited to have you. We've got a nice walkthrough plan for you. And as a matter of fact, you've come at a great time because our team is over here right now discussing your project. Let's take a look. But first, come on. Hey, everybody say hi.
Hey, everyone.
And many of you have met Derek Peppers, our vice president, so I'm going to turn this over to him to make further introductions.
That's great. Thank you all for coming out. Spend a little bit of time with us this afternoon. We were sitting here talking about your project. Sitting here with us, we have Tasha Kesterson, your project manager.
Hi, Team Clayton.
As well as Maggie Vineyard, your designer.
Hey, guys.
And Aaron Stevens, your account manager.
Hello.
Last but not least, I'm also here with John Franklin, who is our Hayworth representative, and we were just discussing current state of supply chain. John, would you be able to take us through the current state of Hayworth supply chain right now?
Absolutely, Derek. So as we all know, it's a changing world day by day. As of today, which is March the 20th, we just got off the phone with Hayworth operations team to get our daily operation update, and I'm happy to report as of today that all of our manufacturing facilities are operating at full capacity. Our supply chain is strong, feeding those factories, which is keeping our lead times normal, like I said, as of today. The other good news for us is that most of the product, if not all the product that we are providing Clayton in this proposal, both seating and workstation based, is domestically produced either in our West Michigan plants and or our seating plants in Mississippi or North Carolina. So again, we're not at this point at the mercy of international supply chain. And so I'm happy to report as of today all of our manufacturing processes are good.
Great, thank you for that update. Amy, would you like to go ahead and take us over to take a look at some products?
Yeah, absolutely. So Team Clayton, one thing you asked us to do, very important, was to tell you why we proposed the products we did. So John, would you mind coming with me and let's talk about that?
Absolutely. So after we looked at the drawings and we looked at the floor plate, we looked at the renderings, we looked at specifications and know what we know about the project, there was really one conclusion for us to draw, and that was to propose Hayworth's composed product platform for this project. And it's for a variety of reasons. One, as I mentioned, it meets all of the project's design intent. Two, Hayworth's Composed was developed as a part of a larger product platform we call Integrated Palette, which really means more of an integrated product development, our big kit of parts. So that kit of parts that we're using on this project encompass four primary categories, which is benching, panels, tables, and storage, all part of that product platform. So what does that mean to Clayton? It means you're getting a great product that's highly flexible, and what does that do for you? It maximizes your return on investment, and that's because it's a high quality product, a limited kit of parts, requires limited inventory, extremely fast to install, and even faster to reconfigure, and that makes it your best product.
Hey Clayton team, now we're going to walk through your benching application. So featured in your benching application is our Ergotron LX monitor arm. This is a dual arm on a crossbar. You can also pivot your monitor arms to go in landscape view. In addition to that, we have our universal clamp mount power module. Also featured in your benching application is our Hayworth Upside 3-stage height adjustable table. Featured on your Upside height adjustable table is the Hayworth Belong privacy screen. These screens are actually tackable and can provide some sound absorption for privacy. We also have our metal caddy that is great for your mobile employees for a little bit of storage during the day while they're at the office. Our Ergotron LX monitor arm also features a thumb screw application, so it's easy to move and adjust. So you may be wondering why we have two different styles of panels featured in our benching application. I'm going to ask our interior designer, Maggie, to tell you a little bit more about why we chose those today.
Hey guys, as Aaron is mentioning, we are showing two different panel applications for this mock-up. So right here, we are showing our Composed Connections panel system. It is an open base because we noticed on the design intent, you did call out for more of an open base application. It does connect to our Composed system that is in our workstations. But then over here, we did want to go ahead and show you the Composed 26-inch high panel system. It does go all the way to the floor, but since we are maintaining this 5-foot wide footprint, you can easily take this panel from the benching application add a stack kit, and it becomes a 5-foot workstation. So instead of just telling you about it, we thought we'd show you about it. So here, check out this animation.
So thanks. We want to take a minute to talk now about the Hayworth task seating that we've included in our RFP proposal and that it's in our mock-up. So it starts with our submitted chair, which is our fully featured, highly ergonomic and valued series Hayworth Soji chair. The chair does have all the attributes you've asked for in terms of height adjustability, 4-dimensional arms, seat pan adjustment, back lock. It comes in 3 different fabric options, which is mesh, fully upholstered, and our digital knit back, and it does have full lumbar support. As an option, we're suggesting maybe you look at the Hayworth Fern, which is our premium, most highly ergonomic task chair. 6 of these are physically in the library in your facility, and I would encourage you, when you have a moment, to go down and sit in one and see what you think. It has most of the same features as the Soji in terms of adjustment, but has a bit of a different back application for better and larger back support. To accommodate these 2 chairs, which have been designed primarily just strictly as task seating, we've included in the family of seating the Hayworth Mari line, which gives us side chairs, stools, high back, low back stools, fully upholstered or plastic back, so quite a variety, a breadth of line in the Mari line to complement either the Soji or the Fern task chair.
Okay guys, we just walked through your benching application and now we are going to take a look at your 5x5 workstation. So this is our Ergotron HX monitor arm with a handrail. This is a dual arm on a crossbar. The monitor arm handle makes it really easy to move this in and out. We also have our universal power unit that is clamped onto the back of your height adjustable table. This is our upside height adjustable table. It is a 3-stage mechanism. Featured on our upside table is our wire basket that is going to house all of your cable management for your height adjustable table and your monitor arms. So also featured in your 5x5 as specified workstation is our Hayworth V-Series metal file unit. We also have our composed 1.5-inch high laminate bookcase, as well as a tool rail for all of your paper management. And we also have a proud mount marker board featured in this station. Also featured in our as specified application is our glass stacker. We have the frosted application shown here, and it's also available in clear glass.
Hey Clayton team, so we wanted to bring you into our thought process on how we came about our creative alternative. So this was very important to us. It was a chance for us to come together as designers. It's been very fun. It's been a great process. We appreciate having been given the chance to do this. And a lot of this started, if you recall, when we got John Scott involved from Hayworth, and we did the workplace strategy studies. So we went back to that to really tune in to each neighborhood and how they worked, go a little bit beyond what was given in our RFP. We take that very seriously. It goes back to being committed. We do feel that we are very caring. We come from a very humanistic background being designers, so it's all about how we relate to the environment as a user. So we didn't want to change the footprint. It was a 5x5. We needed to stay within that containment. So how do we take the tools that we have with Hayworth and the parts and pieces and this kit of parts that we really want to stay with, how do we make that expressionistic? How do we make that dynamic? How do we make that a user-friendly area that these employees want to come to every day?
And we wanted to make sure that our creative solution was truly an evidence-based design solution. We didn't want it to just be, okay, here's the RFP solution and here's a pretty picture. We wanted to make sure that we were taking all of the data from all of our workshops every time we listened during our workshops and listened to the needs of this growing company and apply that to our creative solution.
So we went back to the workplace strategy sessions with John Scott. We're not going to get into that now, but we went very much into the weeds on that.
Well, in a lot of our listening sessions, we heard that storage is going away, that sooner or later everything is going to go paperless, and that you're not going to need as many binders or user guides at each station. That's just something that can be a reference material. We thought that it would be a better investment for Clayton that we supply less storage.
So we've tried to create a solution that can be easily reconfigured, that if the neighborhoods feel the need to move around and change, things can be changed on site very easily with the facilities management crew. That was very important to us to provide to Clayton.
The needs can vary from application to application. Some do need more storage, some may need more filing space. So we were trying to stay true to the 5x5 solution, but maybe be able to offer each individual group a unique opportunity to change what happens within their 5x5 station to meet their individual needs.
Were there any aha moments that you want to share?
I think a big aha moment for us was, let's just get out of the typical box file and under cabinet bookcase. We noticed that the bookcase was fairly impeding to knee swing, given that small footprint. So that's more what got us thinking, wait, not every neighborhood, not every user needed this exact setup. So how can we give them some storage in a creative way? We also wanted to maximize that space with, we're going to be showing you some work tools that maximize all of your electrical capabilities, your docking, more one piece of equipment as opposed to 3 pieces.
One thing we constantly heard during our listening sessions and through the workshops was distractions. Distractions are huge. So in one of our options, we're showing you still a work tool solution, but it's at the end of the return, so you do have a little bit more of sense of privacy. So another important part to us as we were working through our creative solution is, again, we want to bring Clayton Homes a very simplified kit of parts. We want to make sure that everything works well together, that you could use it for different workstations, that you could use it for different configurations. So as you can see, the image above, that is your kit of parts for the as specified workstation. It's still very simplified, everything can work well together. And then for our alternate is the image below. As you can see, really the only items that have truly changed are a couple of storage pieces. So it looks so different, yet our kit of parts is still simplified and can provide so many different reconfigure options.
And I think in keeping this kit simple, very confined, it allowed us to take a greater liberty with the community spots. We really tried hard to take the plans that were given and think outside the box, knowing what we know in the workplace now, that people, not only do they use an open environment to collaborate amongst lots of people, but they need that space for one-on-one or just small touchdown spots, and they're doing that all within the same space. So we took the collaborative plans and expounded upon those.
So for our creative solution, we also wanted to have little pops of color. We kind of wanted to play on also the psychology of color. So if you're in a 5x5 workstation all day long, it can get a little boring. So we pulled the blue because it looked a lot like Clayton's branding as well, the blue and the green. And blue can be very calming to the user. And then we also wanted to bring in green just to have a little bit of the nature bringing that color in.
That was from their actual workplace studies that the users and the employees said that they would like to see more color in the facility. So Miles told us that was one of the first things that they could do was paint the walls just to immediately add some color and some vibrancy to the space.
But we also know that they love the lodge,
Yes.
and the lodge is very subdued. It's very calming. It's very neutral.
Which is why we stuck with the same laminate wood grain and panel fabrics and overall trim colors as specified. So we're still maintaining the same color palette that has been selected by the design firm, but we're just trying to add a couple pops of color.
So I think we've shared with you some of our background thoughts and processes on how we came to the creative solution. So now let's go to it. Let's show you. We're really excited about that.
So for our first creative solution option, we wanted to stick with the true 5x5 plan. So you do still have the Hayworth upside table. The only thing we did change with this one is we are showing you the paddle adjustment. So this one you can easily push up with just your finger, then push down. So for the monitor arm, we are showing a different option. We are showing the Symmetry King Cobra. So this one does have an integrated power bank. So as you can tell, we removed the power module from your Surface. It is a dual monitor arm with integrated cord management, and there is individual access to each monitor. So for this first creative solution, the main difference in this workstation is the return surface. So one thing we had noticed, as we have discussed, is that we wanted to free up your leg swing and your leg space for the user. So we did take away the ped that is to the floor. Instead, we're showing a suspended ped that still has all of your filing needs, as well as a box drawer with plenty of organizational spaces. The last thing we're going to show is the territory screen. This can house all of your work tools, your pens, your paper, everything that you have in the other workstations, but it also gives you a sense of privacy from the aisleways. So for this option for our creative solution, we did alter the footprint just a little bit. We wanted to show a 30-inch deep height adjustable work surface. Often we found with dual monitor arms, sometimes it's a little cramped on a 24-inch deep surface. So for this one, it's the same upside table as the other option with paddle adjustment, but just a deeper work surface. The next item is a security drawer. This is just a small personal storage drawer that can have USB power for your tablets or phone to charge. And then it is lockable storage, so you can also have your personal items. And there are fun little hooks on here that you can hang your purse or your lunch bag in. So the last storage piece here is this one is a box open cabinet. It's similar to the one you saw in the other option, but this one does show an open cabinet below and the fun little perforated metal detail. So it still has the same box drawer with the organizers in, and it is lockable, but it just gives you some binder storage or personal storage options. So since we did remove the bookcase for this application to maximize your leg swing, we did include a binder bin that can hook to the side of this pedestal. So really you aren't losing much of your book or binder storage. So for our creative solution, we are showing the frameless glass toppers. These still give you a sense of privacy, but it is a more cost-effective solution. So we are showing these frosted, but you could also order these clear. Then we would work with a local vendor to provide branding opportunities and neighborhood wayfinding. So for this creative solution, we are showing the Human Scale M-Connect monitor arm. Now this one is unique because it also offers a docking capability. Not only does it have USB charging and earphone jack, but it docks to where all of your cords and data ports are below your work surface. So again, we're trying to maximize your square footage for your workstation and leave all of the unnecessary things below.
Hi, my name is Rick Peppers. I am president and owner of Nashville Office Interiors. We certainly appreciate this opportunity. I know our team has worked really hard on this, as the Clayton team has. I know you've seen a lot about the product. We've given you everything you need on that. I want to make sure you guys are satisfied with what you've heard about our company. We obviously started in 1935. My dad came to work in the 50s. Bought into the company in the 70s and bought his partners out in the 1980s. So since the 80s, we have been a family-owned company, much like the Hayworths and Clayton homes. So we've got a lot of similarities. We're excited about making this project work, and I think we would all make a great team. We want to prove that to you guys. And I was lucky enough to go to corporate with your team, and it was exciting to meet everybody, and I was very excited when Kevin looked at me and said, "You guys got a great dealership," because he had just met our team. So that was great to hear from him. So we look towards customers like Clayton that would be a legacy customer for us, much like the state of Tennessee, Vanderbilt University, UT Knoxville. These are customers who have helped us be financially stable, be debt-free, and we would welcome that opportunity. We'll do a great job for Clayton, and I feel like we've assembled a great team. Our Knoxville team is fabulous, and they are very, very excited about this project. So we are looking forward to it.
Hi, Clayton Homes. Hi, Kevin and team. My name is Franco Bianchi. I'm President and CEO of Hayworth. I hope you remember we met when you were here. You know, I'm sorry that during these unprecedented times, the only way to connect is virtually. I hope that John Scott workplace analysis work was truly valuable for you, gave you insights to design the best place that you can. I want you to know that we welcome the opportunity to submit this RFP together with our partner NOI. Hayworth is a family-owned company, as Clayton Homes is. This gives us not only deep roots, but also the ability to weather the storm, the long-term horizon, to succeed. Our global reach allows us to get best ideas from wherever they are. Our design point of view, founded on our research, allows us to balance best ideas to the knowledge of how to make your space more efficient, and at the same time, the great design to allow your people to have their best place to work. We are similar. Clayton Homes, NOI, and Hayworth are similar. We have long, deep family roots, and we believe that through the ingenuity of our people and our financial stability, we can weather any storm. We are confident in our collective strength as a team, and we believe we deserve to work together to create an incredible partnership to succeed in creating your best work environment. I want to thank you one more time to allow us to be here, and promise you that you have my utmost commitment in making it happen. Thank you again, and have a great day.